I've done a lot, but also no. Like, I start things, then I don't finish them. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put up a bulletin board outside of my classroom that I bought on TPT. I was gonna make one, but then realized I might as well just pay $1 or $2 to just have it done and just print it out. Finished making copies of my math centers for August and September. I'm using black line centers this time around because it saves ink, and yeah, I'm really excited that I'll have these ready for the upcoming school year. I want to prep as many months in advance as possible, that way I don't have to be worrying about them during the school year so much. So yeah, I ordered another cube organizer like that one, and it was during Prime Day, and I should have read the dimensions, and I didn't, and it's absolutely tiny. So I'm trying to figure out if I can use it or I should return it. So I'm gonna look at the dimensions and see if maybe I can keep my early finisher bins in there, but I kind of like this size better for them. You can see I can store 5 early finisher bins in here, so I think I am gonna return it. Okay, I'm gonna organize things a little bit and then I'm gonna leave because I can't stand leaving my classroom like this, because when I come back tomorrow, I'll feel overwhelmed seeing all of this mess. I am in my classroom and it is Tuesday. We report back on Thursday, so I have a little bit of time to get things ready. I purchased some things over the weekend and I'll show you right now. So the first thing I purchased is this photo box thing for Michael's. I think it was on sale for like $13, which is why I got it. And I'm going to be using that to store my math facts. Last year I had math facts flashcards just on binder rings, and they were all color coded, and eventually I just switched to like little boxes, and now I'm gonna switch to this because it's more compact and it just stores better, and I like that they're colored so I can still color code my math fact flashcards. I also bought another roll of border because I did run out a tiny bit, so I needed that. And I also bought this plastic jar, and I'm going to be using it to store my golden tickets. I have a few more things in my car. I think I have a charging station as well as like a little cube organizer, so I'll get those later. Okay, so I've been here for about 2 hours and I've laminated and cut ton of math centers. I'm just keeping them each set is going to be stored in a Ziploc bag, and then this whole entire back to school math center set, kit, whatever, is gonna be stored together like this in a bin like those that I have at home. I finally finished my bulletin board outside. I got my class list, so I was able to personalize it and put everybody's names on it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little piece of blue bulletin board borders so I can just fill this up. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through all of these bins that I keep my centers in and just clear them out or organize them because I haven't done so since school ended. Okay, so I've sucked at vlogging today. It's just, I've done a lot, but also not. Like, I start things, then I don't finish them. So after I finished cutting and laminating those centers, I decided to print out some social studies things that I bought on TPT. I printed out the first 2 units I'm going to be doing, so that should cover the first month or so of school. So I did that, and then I went through my TPT purchases and printed out some sight word interactive journals kind of thing. I made the cover for most of them, and I made this example. I didn't make all of them because I didn't have enough binding combs. I have a lot more at home, so I'll bring those tomorrow. I've gotten quite a few questions on my day to life of a kindergarten teacher video on like what resource I use, and I believe then it was a mixture of something that I made myself that I don't have anymore, and then also this that I just showed you that I bought on TPT, and that one is from Simply Kinder, so I'll go ahead and link it down below. I cleaned out my bins from there, so just centers that I wasn't using anymore. I also threw away trash, so that's awesome, and that's pretty much it. Like, I feel I've just been kind of wasting time, and I shouldn't because I'm running out of time. So that shiplap bulletin board paper that I bought and I had planned on putting it on this wall, I actually ended up putting it, or not me, but me and another teacher ended up putting it on a wall in the teacher's lounge, because right now it's so like plain and not super inviting, so we're hoping to make it more inviting and just like a comfortable place to be in. So we started putting that up and didn't finish. But we're gonna finish putting that up probably on Friday, and then we're also gonna paint the teacher's lounge. Currently it's probably like this kind of gray cabinet, but this is the color of the walls in the teacher's lounge. We are gonna paint the walls white, and then it's gonna have shiplap, which it's going to just make it a little bit more bright and homey. So we did that. Now I am gonna go ahead and put together this like cube organizer that I bought on Amazon, and also set up my charging station for my tablets. I was able to purchase one for 10 tablets on Amazon Prime Day. So I'm actually going to unbox it right now and show you guys. So I'm looking around and actually no, it's right. I was gonna say that I'm missing some wobble stools because I'm supposed to have 25, but there are 25. I keep thinking that I have 5 tables, but I actually have 6 tables that are filled, that each of them have 4, so that makes 24. Then I have a random one over there, so I actually have enough. Like, where do you plug it in? It says there's supposed to be a main unit, a power adapter, and a user's min. Oh, I see it. I've had the worst luck with my Amazon purchases lately, and it's all my fault for not reading the description. So for example, I bought 2 cube organizers. I bought this one that I'm going to put together, as well as another one that I thought like it was a 2x3. So I was going to put these 2 together to make a 3x3. And literally when the other one came in, the box is like this big. So immediately I checked the description box. So immediately I went to go check the description of the product on Amazon, and sure enough, it was a mini one. Nowhere in the title did it say mini, so that's like super deceiving. And then the same thing happened with laminating sheets. I posted this one deal on Amazon Prime Day that I was super excited about. I actually bought 2 of those, and there was laminating sheets, and they were a 7mm laminating sheet. Literally on the website, it looked like a regular size laminating sheet, but when I got it, again, the box was this big. I'm gonna see if I can return them, and if I can't, I'm sure I can still get use out of them, but I just have to read the description more often. I know when I taught kindergarten, I once bought a butterfly net and didn't read the dimensions, and when I got here, it was like this big. Moral of the story is check the description box because it can be tricky. Okay, so currently I have my tablets on this like pan rack, dish rack kind of thing, and it works really well, but for charging, I want to have them there. Okay, hopefully they fit. Yes. So while I'm putting these away, I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit. I had some of you reach out to me on Instagram asking whether I think having Kindles in the classroom is worth it. I like my Kindles, but I would much rather have iPads, but those are like 5 times the price of a Kindle, so that's not gonna happen. Or more, actually I think it's more. For example, I have 10 Kindles in my classroom, so I could, for that amount, I could get like 1 iPad. Honestly, I enjoy my Kindles quite a bit. There are quite a few apps that are not compatible with the Kindle operating system. It's a completely different operating system than iOS or Play Store, I think the Google one is called. So there's some apps that are not compatible, but the apps that I use mostly in my classroom are compatible, and that is Class Dojo, Seesaw, Teacher Monster to Read. You can also download this program that's basically allows you to interact with PowerPoint. So if you buy like an interactive PowerPoint game on TPT, you can definitely use it on that. And I've also heard you can jailbreak these Kindles so that it's compatible with Google Play apps. I haven't tried it, but I've heard you can do that. You can also just buy different tablets. There are other tablets out there that are pretty inexpensive. These are just the ones that I'm familiar with because these are the ones that I used during my first year of teaching. My school provided me with 5 Kindles at the time. So that's how I got to know the Kindles and felt comfortable with them. So that is why I have Kindles in my classroom. That was a long story. Don't know where that ended up.